Hello, this is Dr. Srimati from Dr. Ambedkar Global Law Institute, Tirupati. Today we are going to see the definition of bank. So what is a bank? In general, you come across the various bank. So what is a bank is? A bank is what a bank does. So this is about a very simple definition, but we cannot define the bank as it is. Okay, so we have to go little bit clear about what is a bank is. So Chowdhury says that a bank is collects money from those who have it to spare or who are saving it out of their incomes, and it lends this money to those who require it. This is about a bank. So what we can generally say is bank or a banker is a corporation or a person or group of person who accepts money on different accounts, okay, different account, and pays check drawn upon such account on their demand, who deposited, okay, on their demand, and collects check for the customers. So this is about generally we can say. But a banking company in India has been defined in the Banking Regulation Act 1949 has one, that is a bank as one which transacts the business of banking, which means the accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdrawable by check, draft, order or otherwise. So this is about the clear definition which has been given by the Banking Regulation Act 1949. So we can now clear with what is banking, what is the bank does is, so which transacts a business of banking, that means accepting the deposits. For what purpose they are accepting the deposits? For lending or to make an investment. Okay, for that purpose the bank accepts the deposits. These deposits are accepted from the public, okay, when it has been accepted from the public. So what for? When they are accepting, then they have to repay it. When they have to repay it to the public? Whenever they demand or otherwise. Either they can demand on their own, or they may give an order, or they may give a check, or they may give any draft on their account. Then they will issue and they will collect the deposit which they have been deposited. And at the same time, the amount which has been deposited by the customer has been utilized by the other customers also, other person who are in need. They may take it, they may get it, and they may use it, that money. So instead of keeping idle in their home or in their organization, when it has been deposited and it is used by the number of other customers. So this is about the different things, so or different services or different functions which the bank has taken into account. So here you may have a doubt that whatever we said has related to something money lending which has been done by the different persons who are in your towns. Okay, so here we have to make clear difference between the banking and the money lending. So here the banking is different from money lending. So here we can say the first difference is main difference. So here money lender usually advances his own fund to the other persons. Okay, so here he will not collect any deposit. So that is the money lender, no, he usually advances his own fund. Okay, but banker, he accepts deposits from the public which are withdrawable by check, and the funds so accumulated are lent to the needy people, okay, needy customers, against some goods or securities, or when they are discounting some bills. So on that basis only it is going to be given. So here the banker pays interest to its depositors. Usually the bankers pays interest to the depositors, and the deposits are withdrawable by check. So here the money lenders, they generally do not receive any deposits from the public, as we know. Okay, they won't receive any money from the public, and even if they receive such a deposit, they won't, it is not obligatory to pay the interest, okay, uniform interest on such deposit. But we know that banker pays uniform interest to all the customers. Okay, and then third difference, banks may borrow from other banks or a central bank to lend to their customers, so when the customer is in need. But money lenders, they do not do so, but they may go to other money lender for adjustments. So banking now, Banking Regulations Act 1949 சொல்கிற மாதிரி என்ன டிரான்சாக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும் பேங்க்கில் அப்படின்னா, accepting the deposits and lending the deposit or making an investments இருக்கும். அப்புறம் இந்த டெபாசிட் கலெக்ட் பண்ணதுனால அந்த கஸ்டமர்ஸ்க்கு என்ன பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும், ரீபேயபிள் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். எப்போ ரீபேயபிள் பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படின்னா, கஸ்டமர்ஸ் எப்போ திருப்பி கேட்குறாங்களோ அப்போது. எப்படி கேட்குவாங்க கஸ்டமர்ஸ், ஒன்று செக் கொடுத்து கேட்பாங்க, அப்படி இல்லைன்னா டிராஃப்ட் கொடுப்பாங்க, அப்படி இல்லைன்னா ஆர்டர் மீன்ஸ் பை ஆர்டர்ஸ், பேமெண்ட் ஆர்டர்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கலாம். இல்லை வேறு ஏதாவது மோடில் கூட இப்போ ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணலாம். நவடேஸ் எலக்ட்ரானிக் மோட் நிறைய இருக்குது. ஸோ எந்த மாதிரியான மோடில் வேணாலும் அவங்க அந்த பணத்தை திருப்பி கேட்கலாம். அப்போது அவங்க they are bound to, the bank bound to pay for it. Okay, ஸோ அடுத்து வந்து என்னென்னா, the main difference between மணி பேங்கிங்க்கும் மணி லெண்டிங்க்கும் பார்த்துருக்கோம். ஸோ மணி லெண்டர்னா யார் அப்படின்னு தெரியும். பேங்கர் ஆனால் they are doing it, okay, accepting the deposit and lending it to the other needy people. பட் மணி லெண்டர் அது மாதிரியெல்லாம் இல்லை, அவங்கக்கிட்ட இருக்கிற பணத்தை வச்சுட்டு யாருக்கு தேவையோ அவங்களுக்கு கொடுப்பாங்க. இப்போ மணி லெண்டர் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, they won't pay uniform interest, but bankers, they are used to pay uniform interest to the customers. And ஏதாவது தேவை, கிரெடிட் தேவை அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் கஸ்டமர்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு பேங்க் இன்னொரு பேங்க்கு கிட்ட இருந்து வாங்கி கொடுப்பாங்க கஸ்டமர்ஸ்க்காக. பட் மணி லெண்டர்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரியெல்லாம் எந்த பேங்க்குக்கும் போக மாட்டாங்க. பட் இன்னொரு மணி லெண்டர் கிட்ட தான் போயிட்டு அட்ஜஸ்ட்மெண்ட் தான் பண்ணணும்னு பார்ப்பாங்க. இவ்வளோ தான் இந்த கிளாஸில் எடுத்திருக்கோம். Hope you understood. Until the next, it's bye from Srimati. Thank you.